Hi, I'm Tom Lang, and this is Open Throttle 360.
Open Throttle 360 presented by Millerstown Pick Apart. Used parts for less. Great parts, great selection. For more information, visit pickapartyard.com.
Welcome to Open Throttle 360. We thought we'd take a look back at some of these special segments that you, the viewer, enjoyed and have asked to see again. In January, when most people with hot rods and cool cars still have them stored away in the garage, there's a certain group of drivers that are strapping in, getting ready to go racing at the Jack Frost 150 Enduro at Mercer Raceway Park. We had a chance to catch up with the team from Mays Towing in Warren, Ohio, Travis, Kenny, Mike, and the mysterious fourth driver.
Dirt racing in the northeastern United States generally rears its head when the first signs of spring begin to sweeten the air. But each January, some titans of the tundra take to the snow, dirt, mud, and ice for 150 laps of enduro mayhem, also known as the Jack Frost 150. On this race day, Open Throttle 360 followed the team from Mays Towing in Warren, Ohio, Travis, Kenny, Mike, and the mysterious fourth driver. Eddie May from Steubenville, Ohio, started Mays in 1953. In the mid-70s, Jim Deutsch purchased Mays, and today his son Tim carries on the family legacy. Racing runs thick through their veins, and every year the Jack Frost kicks off a new year of trying to run up front.
My name is Kenneth Morris, age 30, from Warren, Ohio, car number 44.
My name is Mike Hayden. I work at Mays Towing. My birthday is January 2nd, 47. My car number is 32. I'm going to be driving Chevy Lumina.
My name is Travis Creech. I'm from Niles, Ohio. This is my second Jack Frost 150.
I do this kind of racing because I just like it. It's affordable, it's fun, and you don't just do 10 laps and you're done.
You just got to go. You don't get to stop or anything like that. It's 150 laps, go until the car dies.
My first one ever, I finished it. I finished 9th out of 63 cars. We took 5 cars from here and no one else finished.
I went to a race, an enduro race at Deerfield one year, and I watched it and I thought it was fun, and then come to work and we all put cars together and did the following Jack Frost race.
I got involved because I started here and everyone here was doing it, so I got involved in it and got a car.
Some friends talked me into running it because they've run it before. I think it's supposed to be fun.
Among the rules of competition include drivers must be at least 16, vehicle must be 4 or 6 cylinder, engine must be stock, windshield removal is optional, roll cage is mandatory, no coolers in the cockpit area, and fire extinguishers are highly recommended.
My favorite races from previous Jack Frost races would be probably that I got to bump and grind and just enjoy the day. It was a nice day that day, and I had a lot of fun at it.
It's gonna be cold and crazy.
You got to strip the car down, gut it out, roll cage, move battery, different kind of stuff like that, cut the exhaust.
I changed my oil, transmission fluid, put a different air system in the car. I don't have heat in the car. I did away with my heat. And just make things safe, ban the doors, that kind of stuff. Racing harness, all that stuff in it just to be safe.
Usually you're supposed to move your battery inside the car. I kind of skipped a few steps this year, hoping it still works, but whatever.
What I know about enduro racing is it's you got to maintain mostly.
The trick to winning is probably maintain.
Try to maintain, try to finish.
Try to hold back and stay out of the wrecks, and try to keep a steady pace to do as many laps as you can.
Don't go out creaming everybody, and it's a lot harder to say than it is to do.
If I win today, I'm going to use the money to go drink beer and.
I don't know, give it to the boss, he's the car owner.
What I'm going to do with the money is I'm going to take all the guys I work with out for a steak dinner.
January 2012 marked the 5th annual race held at Mercer Raceway Park. There are no cautions, only red flags for fire, rollover, or injury.
We'll be back with more on the Jack Frost 150. But before that, OT360 had a chance to talk to a young up-and-coming driver in the Rush Late Model Series, and I guarantee you, I've got shoes older than this kid. Open Throttle 360 is at the Roaring Knob Motorsports Complex for the Rush Late Model Race. With us now is Michael Lake. You were the youngest driver ever to qualify in the Neesmith Late Model Series, is that correct?
Yeah, down in Florida.
Now, how old were you when you did that?
11.
11 years old?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
2001.
See this shirt here? I've had this shirt since 1998.
You need some new clothes.
Okay, I'll work on getting some new clothes. You're out there on the racetrack with guys 2-3 times your age. Do you ever feel like they're trying to intimidate you on the racetrack?
Not really. Well, I just keep driving, doing my thing.
What did you drive before you got into one of these Rush Late Models? Anything?
Well, whenever I was 3.5, I drove a go-kart, which was called a baby kart then because of the age. And then I went up to a junior 1, and then I went up to a gold plate go-kart until I was 10, and then I started practicing in this.
So from the time you were, what'd you say, 3 years old, you were driving something?
Yeah.
What's the best finish you've ever had in one of these late models?
I won 2 heat races, and I got 1 feature. Well, it was a B feature, but overall I think it was like a 7th.
In a heat race, that's pretty good coming home first.
I was proud of myself.
Your friends at school, what do they think about you driving a full-size race car?
Well, some of them don't believe me and some of them do.
How about the girls at school? What do they think about you being a race car driver? Do they think that's cool?
I don't know. Never said anything.
Well, you know what? You need to start working on that because chicks dig race car drivers, even more than astronauts.
Oh my.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Good luck tonight and
Thank
the
you.
rest of the season.
Hey, I heard you need a new wardrobe.
Yeah, I could use some new clothes. This is Tom Biden reporting for Open Throttle 360.
If you're looking for parts for your car, truck, or van, you gotta come to Millerstown Pick a Part. We have the area's best selection of parts and we let you pick it yourself. We offer the lowest prices around, or if you'd prefer, we'll find the part for you. Millerstown Pick a Part. Parts for newer cars, classic cars, foreign cars, trucks, and vans. Located in Tarana, Millerstown Pick Apart is right up Route 28 from downtown Pittsburgh. Millerstown Pick Apart, 724-224-4777 or online at pickapartyard.com.
Feel the rush and witness some of the region's most exciting wheel-to-wheel racing action as the Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC Rush Dirt Late Model Series races to a speedway near you. Witness some of the nation's finest up-and-coming young drivers battle each other all summer long. Pittsburgh, Sharon, McKean County, The Rock, Roaring Knob, Allegheny Mountain, and Bradford Speedway. Bring the family and introduce your kids to our phenomenal group of racers. It's a new generation full of new young heroes. Check us out at rushracingseries.com and feel the rush.
Welcome back to OT360. We followed the team from Mays Towing as they prepared to go racing. Now we're going to follow them to the track as they prepare to do it in the dirt.
It appears that maintain is the word du jour while the Mays Towing team prepares for the Jack Frost 150. The only question is whether it's dominance or composure they're maintaining. And for that, you don't need a crystal ball, just 150 laps in the mud.
I'm ready for this race. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm excited and ready to go.
I feel a little excited, ready to get out there and get the race going.
Well, they were nervous about it turning into mud, but I don't think it's going to. It's real cold, it's going to be hard, slick.
I'm not gunning for anybody. I just want to get out there and do my best. I wish everybody else the best, but I'd like to try to win today.
Kenny Morris, the 44 car, he put the Creech Eater on the hood of his car. He thinks he's going to take me out, so we'll see if he can even get to me. He's starting 10 cars back.
I'm the guy they got to beat.
I'm warm because I'm excited. I mean, I like the feeling of it. It's an excitement that you don't expect when you get out there, and it just comes on you. I felt it come on, like the adrenaline kicked in, so to speak. It's exciting.
Well, they say that you need to lay back, but I'm afraid of going laps down. I want to stay on the lead lap. I think that you can get up there and still maintain. But yeah, enduro racing, there's really no rules. It's just go.
Travis, Kenny, and Mike gather around with the other racers for a rules refresher, while Pastor Bill Beck makes sure the big guy's watching over his drivers.
Heavenly Father, we're grateful that we can come to Mercer Raceway Park. We can begin this new year at the racetrack with excitement, with competition, with friendliness, and with love of God in our midst. Father, be with my guys that are on that racetrack, and ladies if there are. Father, that you would put your hedge of protection around them, the spectators, and all the officials. God, we're so grateful that we can enjoy this great sport that you gave to us. And we'll be sure to give you the thanks, the goodness, and the glory for this in Jesus' precious name. Amen. God bless you guys. Go give them heaven.
While the remnants of the mini stock Snowflake 30 circled the track, Open Throttle 360 wanted a few words with last year's dominator of the Jack Frost, Tim Gillette. Maybe he'll let the secrets to taming this frozen beast slip out. The boys from Mays can only hope.
Hi, I'm Tim Gillette, and I'm here at Mercer Raceway Park for the 6th annual Jack Frost Enduro. I am the defending champ, but I'm really just out to have fun today. I've worked on a car and got it going, and just out to have fun today. The secrets to winning an enduro race, I think, are to drive clean, drive good, and try to go over your car to make sure that you got a car good enough to run the whole entire race without a breakdown. I'm going to try it with a little Toyota Corolla today. I usually have something more than that, but I don't know. I'll see how it goes.
next is going to be the Jack Frost 150 laps enduro race. Car number 33, Travis Creech out of Niles, Ohio. Car number 32, Michael Hayden out of Warren, Ohio.
We're ready to go green. Check with our officials. Make sure everybody's ready to go. Let's count them down from 10. What do you say? 10, 9, 8, louder, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you're looking for parts for your car, truck, or van, you gotta come to Millerstown Pick a Part. We have the area's best selection of parts and we let you pick it yourself. We offer the lowest prices around, or if you'd prefer, we'll find the part for you. Millerstown Pick a Part. Parts for newer cars, classic cars, foreign cars, trucks, and vans. Located in Torrent, Millerstown Pick a Part is right up Route 28 from downtown Pittsburgh. Millerstown Pick a Part, 724-224-4777 or online at pickapartyard.com.
Sounds every man loves to hear.
Ooh, nice hair.
Text Super PGH to 667-788 for special offers from Supercuts.
Preparations have been made, prognostications have been levied, paint jobs have been carefully crafted, and anticipation is at a boiling point. And it may be the only thing that is on this cold afternoon in January.
So let's just bow our heads and ask God to be with us. Heavenly Father, we're grateful that we can come to Mercer Raceway Park.
If nothing else, the Jack Frost 150 is a race of attrition. This isn't about drafting, this isn't about handling. There's not much setup involved, and although there is the occasional bump and run, this race is about endurance and occasionally being able to see. This isn't the first rodeo for the boys from Mays. They know the drill.
You got to maintain mostly.
The trick to winning is probably maintain.
Try to maintain, try to finish.
But talk is cheap, and although maintaining sounds easy, they may soon find out that surviving is probably more accurate. Early predictions of a clean, icy race apparently missed the mark.
Well, they were nervous about it turning into mud, but I don't think it's going to. It's real cold, it's going to be hard, slick.
While the sun brings enough comfort to subdue the sting of sub-freezing temperatures, with it comes enough thaw to turn cold and clean into mud and ugly.
3, 2, 1. Let the good times roll. Here we go. Jack Frost Enduro 150 is underway.
As Travis, Kenny, Mike, and the mysterious fourth driver take to the track, the biggest unknown is whether they will tame or be tamed by the elements. The first of the Mays boys to fall victim is Kenny.
I just kind of got caught up in a couple accidents and kind of got my ball joint broke. I thought it was a flat tire. Well, here it wasn't a flat tire. Well, here it's a ball joint.
Mike is soon to follow, and like a half-struck possum in the middle of a 4-lane highway, is forced to sit and hope beyond hope that another fateful hit isn't on the way.
We've got a major problem on the racetrack.
Got caught up in a pile-up and something broke on my front end. The guy got me on the left front tire. Good, I felt a jolt. And I thought I could move a little bit. I pulled up. I thought, well, I'm okay. Still got wheels. Drove about 5 feet, and I think the axle came out of the transmission.
Ultimately, Travis must have bet on the same horse as Kenny and Mike, and found himself with the other two on the outside looking in, thanks to a trashed radiator. 3 of the Mays boys are done for the day, The fate of the team now rests on the shoulders of the mysterious fourth driver to maintain and bring it on home.
Now that the weather has finally broken, the customs and antique cars are coming out of the garages and they're showing up at car cruises. From Ligonier to Meadowlands, there are car cruises everywhere. If you want to find one in your area, go to carcruises.com.
Feel the rush and witness some of the region's most exciting wheel-to-wheel racing action as the Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC Rush Dirt Late Model Series races to a speedway near you. Witness some of the nation's finest up-and-coming young drivers battle each other all summer long. Pittsburgh, Sharon, McKean County, The Rock, Roaring Knob, Allegheny Mountain, and Bradford Speedway. Bring the family and introduce your kids to our phenomenal group of racers. It's a new generation full of new young heroes. Check us out at rushracingseries.com and feel the rush.
Best tires, parts, and service. Tire Town.
It's time for the rubber to meet the road, or the dirt in this case. Let's get back to Mercer Raceway Park and find out if the strategy of maintaining worked for the team from Mays Towing, or maybe the racing gods had a little something else in store.
With the day done for 3 of the 4, it allows some time for reflection on what should have been done, what to do next time, what could have been, and what can go wrong will.
When I got out on the track, everything was going great. It was a blast. I was enjoying myself.
I had a blast. The most fun you can have is doing this stuff.
Wasn't the best thing I ever done, but it wasn't too bad.
The track was slick. It was so slick you couldn't even turn. I was just putting. I never even got the car full throttle.
It just was muddier, and I went through 5-gallon washer fluid in 27 laps.
If it's not muddy like this, then it's great. But if it is, it's just you're going to have a lot more windshield washer fluid. Probably anywhere from 15 to 12 gallons of windshield washer fluid to keep it going, because you got to run it at all times.
Lesson learned number 1. Never underestimate the importance of seeing.
Take the windshield out and put tear-offs on my helmet. That's the first thing.
I'm not running a windshield next time. I'm gonna run without my windshield.
The very first lap I go out, I flipped the switch for the wipers and snapped it off in my hand. So I was kind of doing some wiring while I'm racing. I had to wire the the windshield wipers so they stayed on. I didn't have no washer bottle, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I'll do tear-offs and I'll do just, my helmet, with the gap, leave the lens up a little bit. But I'm not gonna run a windshield because it polluted my window so bad it was unreal on this mud.
Lesson learned number 2, maintain.
I was just going slow, trying to maintain, not trying to get into nobody, and a red flag come out. I slid into a guy and blew the radiator out. I didn't want to kill the car, so I just pulled it in. So I just wish I could have seen the red flag, and that dude, I would have swerved to miss him or something. I just locked the brakes up and hit him. Another car drove underneath me. My back tires were completely off the ground. I was sitting on his hood.
I just tried to maintain, and I was picking up speed as it was thinning out on the track as cars were getting taken off. You could pick up more speed and be safe, but it didn't work out for me today. I just got caught up in an accident, and it took my car out.
Oh, and one more adage. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I was sitting in the middle of the track. I'm in a real bad place as far as I thought. And I did take a couple hits. But they weren't real bad. I didn't get hurt or anything. That was the good part about it. But yeah, it was running through my mind. I was thinking to myself, I'm in a bad place.
Went good, laps were doing good. I was doing good until I lost windshield washer fluid. Then I couldn't see, so I dropped the driver's side net down to try to maintain and try to look out and see and stuff, but then I got caught up with a few guys and got hit once, got hit again, and third guy got me in the ball joint and snapped it.
Now that most are done for the day, they'll take their lumps, lick their wounds, and go back to Mays to begin preparations for the next enduro.
I got caught in a pile-up and a guy hit me in the left front wheel and pulled the axle out of my transmission. I think if I put an A-arm on, I can put it back in and I'll be able to run Sharon in the springtime.
Can't wait for the one in March. That's why I shut the car off so I didn't kill the motor. Fix it and run it again in March. Maybe find a way to protect my radiator a little better. It's sheared the steel bumper right in half.
I think I'm gonna try one more.
Jack Frost number 5 is in the books. Only one driver had the secret, and it was neither the boys from Mays or last year's defending champ, Tim Gillette.
Brad Johnson, congratulations on your victory.
Well, thank you. It's pretty muddy and sloppy out there. I think today was really all about just taking your time.
They may not have won the race, but after enduring hours of bone-numbing cold, they've won the right to say, I did it. And like the frost, the ice, the mud, and the fans, they'll be back next year to do it again.
One of the best parts of those Jack Frost segments is that in-car footage, especially when you're sitting in the car with Mike just waiting to get smacked. If you've got any GoPro footage and would like to be part of the show, go to OpenThrottle360.com, follow the links to upload your footage. Let's go pro now! Thanks for tuning into this special edition of Open Throttle 360. If you've got any comments, suggestions, or any input you'd like to provide, email us at info@OpenThrottle360.com. And as always, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. See you next time here on Open Throttle 360.